I loved that we all went, holy shit, that's Jennifer Lawrence.
Melissa, thank you so much for joining me, as always, for our Golden Globes recap. I cannot wait to hear what you thought of the red carpet.
My favorites were so clear-cut.
Okay.
Emily Blunt in that Louis Vuitton.
Pristine.
It's what I refer to as painfully chic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just beyond chic. Selena Gomez. She's been looking great. The Chanel, which was very vintage looking with the white and the black and the red lip, the entire package.
She was one of my favorites too.
Just not a hair out of place.
Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried.
Okay, talk to me about this, because I was more like unsure on her. Tell me why you loved it.
Well, first of all, I couldn't believe it was Versace.
Yeah, same.
Very modern Grace Kelly, very movie star without being movie star. Just ease and pretty and Grace Kelly and the necklace, and we saw so little jewelry and the draping. You know, it just worked. She showed up as an adult movie star.
Yeah.
And of course, Kate Hudson brought me...
So good.
But she brought me vintage Kate Hudson.
Best she's looked in years, in my opinion. I loved that look.
It was like, welcome back.
Yes.
Just perfect on her.
And the kind of dress that, like, for as gorgeous as it looked in photos, looked even better in motion, with the fringe and the embellishments and, like, the craftsmanship. Ugh.
And Kate makes everything look like it's actually comfortable.
Yes.
Like, she's one of those women who she wears the dress does not wear her. I like that men are taking more fashion risks, but I think we have to do it with a very small R, not a big R, and there's a lot going with the big R, because look at who are still the best dressed men. Leonardo DiCaprio in Dior, George Clooney in Armani. For a younger take, I liked Patrick Schwarzenegger in Dolce.
Yep.
I think the Golden Globes are the only time you don't have to wear a tie. And I think Colman Domingo does pushing men's fashion correctly.
Yes. Best dressed man on the carpet, always, in my opinion.
Yeah, and not in the traditional sense.
Right.
But always never looks like he's trying. It just makes sense on him. And it's because he has a sense of style and what works on him. If you're not gonna go traditional, he's now, I think, the men's standard of how to do fashion forward for men correctly.
We could circle back if you have any favorites, but I do want to get also to looks that you took issue with, because I had some personal qualms, and I wonder if we see eye to eye.
I'm thinking we do. Parker Posey, I just don't understand.
Yeah, it was not for me either. She's very quirky and eclectic, and I see how it could have fit with her personality, but it just wasn't.
It was too
It was a lot.
much. There was so much going on. I don't, and sometimes it's like, I just don't get it. And Jenna Ortega. I am like, the goth thing is just, and she's tiny.
Yeah, extremely petite.
Yet they always seem to make it proportionately work for her, which is kudos to the designer and the tailoring team. I don't get it. I don't like it. And now there's all these younger actresses dressing like her. So I felt like there was this wave, like these goth minions. Like she was like head goth girl.
Yeah.
And all of her little gothy minions kind of were zipping around.
Yeah.
But I want to see her in something different. I want her to surprise me in a good way.
I know. I was so excited to see what she would wear, because I thought her Givenchy, the jeweled top she wore at, I think it was the Emmys, was so spectacular. And like, she's really been hitting it out of the park. And something about her look from the Globes just like fell flat, if that's the right, like the frame kind of looks sad to me.
I didn't love the Emmys look because again, she's tiny.
Yeah.
And I felt like the top, it was meant to be on a model. It was from the ads. And I feel like one like that, that's so heavy.
Yeah, it was like 30 pounds, I think her stylist said, which is like,
yeah,
that weighs as much as her.
Yeah, I just felt like the proportions didn't work.
Yeah.
And that's probably because the weight of it.
Ariana Grande, what did you think? Because she's kind of moving away from the Glindification of her style, you know?
Okay, that was one of my first big wow moments because she still wore a very Ariana dress, still had the pony, but in black.
Yeah.
Now, that sent a sartorial message.
She's closing a chapter. It looked really good on her. I'm so glad the darker hair is back because it suits her so much better.
But I love that she was like, still me in black, let's go.
Yeah. She loves a poofy princess dress and seeing it in a different, like not in pink.
Yeah, but to go with the same princess dress look, but in black, great moment.
I need your thoughts because I am struggling so much with this look on Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, I am so sick of the naked dress. The naked dress goes back to the late 90s and the early 2000s when Zuhair Murad was doing it and Cavalli was doing it. It's not a trend. It never seems to go away and it needs to be retired for a while. Yeah. But I loved that we all went, holy shit, that's Jennifer Lawrence.
We've never seen her in something like this, ever.
So different for her that I was kind of love that she went the opposite, but I'm just so sick of the naked dresses. But if I had to pick between the two naked dresses, I thought hers was much better than Jennifer Lopez. What I'm glad we didn't see that's going away was the sheer where we see everybody's underwear.
That dress was absolutely quintessentially JLo. I do appreciate that it was a vintage pull because usually we don't see her in like a ton of vintage.
Her and Beyonce do the naked dress better than anybody. Just didn't work for me. You know, sometimes a dress just doesn't work. I thought the embroidery was really heavy. I felt like, again, it was with that sort of exaggerated mermaidy thing at the bottom, the hair, like it didn't work for me. I felt like she just like went, oh, I'll just put this on.
Only on JLo can a naked dress bore us, I think,
yes,
at this point.
Yes, 100%. Don't
Last
give me
year,
that.
I think it was, we were talking about Glenn Powell and how he kind of pushes it maybe a little too far for you. And I feel like Hudson Williams, now from Heated Rivalry, is kind of following in that path. I loved his look, but it definitely was statement making, for sure.
I'm not sure it was even statement making. It was just like, look, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be cool, and I'm gonna. It's like Jeremy Strong,
right?
Like,
yeah, no bucket hats this year.
Yeah, no bucket hats. But go back and look, or who are the two biggest movie star, most handsome and drool-worthy men in the room still? Who are the two movie stars?
Yep, we've got them, Leo
George
and George.
Clooney and Leo DiCaprio. Walton Goggins, who I have met, and we actually were at one point standing together getting our luggage at JFK. So lovely, so nice, so real. Last night, it like literally hurt me in my soul.
The
like
statement
I have
shirt.
socks. I bought socks that color for the holidays, thinking they'd be like cute with my loafers. I still haven't worn them. Please, the gold shirt. Like, no, don't do this to me. Because sometimes I take it like as a personal affront.
Right. You're like, this isn't Studio 54. Like,
no, but no, I'm like, really? Are you trying to hurt me?
yeah.
One of the other things I really enjoyed is what I'm calling the battle of the Fanning sisters.
Oh, yes. They both look great.
Because we had Dakota there and Elle there. Now, Elle is a fashion darling.
Yes.
Right? I mean, and pulls off fashion and has since she was very young. Dakota took the win last night.
Wow. What was it about her look that won for you?
In photographs, you don't necessarily see it. When she moved, the fabric, the beading, the fit, the way the light read off it was breathtaking.
Yeah.
It was a masterpiece.
Yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful dress. My favorites, my top favorites were probably Haley Steinfeld in Prada, Tessa Thompson in Balenciaga, and Kate, I think. Kate Hudson.
I loved Tessa Thompson. Okay, controversial question.
Yes.
Teyana Taylor.
Here's the thing, she can wear literally anything. I think the dress, I could not believe it was Schiaparelli. I would have never clocked that. It doesn't look like Schiaparelli to me. She is the only person, I think, on the face of this planet who could have pulled off that dress, and her body and personality made it work for me. I think on anyone else, it would have been a miss. I will give it to her because she wears clothes so well and is obviously having so much fun.
From the front, when she walked in, I'm like, done.
Yeah.
Then when she turned around and had added the bow, I'm like, no. I think that, I can't imagine that Schiaparelli sent it that way.
Interesting.
That felt like a stylist said, let's put a little pin here.
Yeah. It's grown on me a lot only because like there was not a single wrinkle or ripple. Like the fit of it was flawless, which is the reason why it works for me. But it is not my favorite of her looks by a long shot that she's worn because she's like been on such a hot streak, you know, like she just looks incredible in everything she wears.
She's now on the award show track.
Yeah.
She's not gonna go full skin.
Right.
She's looking towards the Oscars.
Yeah. I wonder what she'll wear for that, like truly.
I mean, it's all, she very well might be an Oscar nominee.
Totally.
So she is, you know, it's very thought out.
Yeah.
What you wear to each show. And that she was in such an insider's design house. Tells you where she's working towards. But then the stylist adds a bow. I can't imagine that the people at Schiaparelli, when she turned around, went, you know, like, no.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in that meeting. Their Globes post-mortem.
It would be like, let's put some lipstick on the Mona Lisa. It might look a little better. Like, no.
Thank you so much for this fashion chat. It is always such a delight chatting with you, Melissa, and I will see you for the next one.